2 out of 4 ain't bad for now, I guess.
Yeah, why not? It's better
Better
be
than
even.
nothing.
Better be even than odd.
It's better than nothing. Happy Wednesday.
Right.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Football freaks, gridiron geeks, have no fear. Horsemen are here in the flesh, baby. What's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday night. I am A90 Alex. Big fan of the Miami Dolphins, 2-0. Miami Dolphins. Joining me over here is Tiny Tim, who is a fan of the 1-1 Dallas Cowboys.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Representing America's team 24/7, 365. Very good to come off of that win, even though it was a last-second win for us. And, of course, congratulations to the Miami Dolphins. I mean, who would have thought that Miami would be 2-0? I think there's a little fever in the air down in South Beach.
There's some it's a little bit of a heat wave, if you know what I mean. And we're used to that down here.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about week 2. Time for a little recap. What do you say?
Sure.
Boom. Start out Thursday night. The first Thursday night game of the Amazon Prime era as the Kansas City Chiefs beat the Los Angeles Chargers 27-24. And I got to say, Justin Herbert, he showed some balls. I think he was hurt. Like his ribs were hurt, I believe.
I believe so.
His ribs were hurt, and he still found a way to get to make it close, but it still was the Chiefs on top.
I guess the situation for Patrick Mahomes so far would be no cheetah, no problem.
No problem. No cheetah, no problem. They still found a way to get it done. Chiefs are, I believe they're undefeated as well.
Yes, they are 2-0 as well.
One of the, I think there's 6 teams that are undefeated left.
There are, including Chiefs and Dolphins, and I can't think off the top of my head. The Giants,
Bills.
Oh my gosh. Bills, yeah, I saw that.
Eagles,
yes.
And I think that's it.
I think there's one more.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa, yes.
Tampa, there we go.
Tampa.
Speaking of Tampa,
yeah.
Bucks got the dub, finally beat the Saints. They finally beat the Saints in the Superdome as Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat them 20-10.
Nothing much to say there.
Not really. Yeah, that's for sure. Not really much to say there. Tampa finally gets the job done. The Colts got shut out by the Jaguars, 24-0. I don't think anybody saw that one coming, although this was my upset pick last week. I just didn't expect them to lay a freaking goose egg.
Yeah, it still kind of bogs in my mind how the Colts never do well when they go to Jacksonville.
Seems to be like their kryptonite or something.
Probably.
You know? So 24-0. Jaguars get their first victory of the year. The Lions beat the Commanders 36-27, and Amon-Ra St. Brown is proof that the Lions are going to be all right this year. You just got to keep giving him the ball. Jared Goff, just keep giving him the ball, and he'll be all right.
That is a young stud on the rise. You better keep your eyes out for this guy.
Future, he'll be a Pro Bowler for sure this year, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Then we got the New York Jets beating the Cleveland Browns 31-30 in one of the most improbable ways possible. I believe they were down it was 30-17 with 1:30 left. And somehow, some way, the Jets
I
find a way to get it done.
I heard it was 2 touchdowns in a span of 1 minute and 22 seconds. Are you friggin' kidding me?
That's right. The Jets found a way to get it done. Joe Flacco,
Joe Flacco
got the job done.
The former Super Bowl champ.
That's right. He got the job done.
Wow.
I will be damned. Giants stay undefeated as they beat the Carolina Panthers 19-16. Nothing really much to say about there, although Baker Mayfield kind of not really showing that much of an eliteness like we saw from, or not really eliteness, but reason why he was the number 1 overall pick a few years ago. And the Giants got the win after 2 monster kicks from Graham Gano. The Patriots beat the Steelers 17-14. Sorry, Lucas.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say there. I think it might be time to start Kenny Pickett.
Maybe.
Possibly. Mac Jones found a way to get it done. And then, of course, the greatest fourth quarter comeback of the year so far, as the Dolphins scored 28 unanswered points against the Baltimore Ravens.
I think Tua may have finally silenced his critics, but I just say pump the brakes. Let's see how good he is for the rest of the year.
It was just one game.
Right.
It was just one game, but 6 touchdowns and 469 nice yards.
Oh, yeah.
And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Mm-hmm.
And we will talk about him in just a little bit. The Falcons came so close. They came so close to breaking that curse. They were down 28-3. They were close to breaking their own curse. But the Rams said, not today. Not in our house. Rams got the win 31-27 over the Dirty Birds.
Atlanta has been a dumpster fire for a long time, and it seems like they still are.
Always have been, always will be. I don't think they're ever going to let that down.
No, they're still railing after that Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Seahawks and the 49ers. First of all, prayers to Trey Lance. Hope he gets better soon.
Yeah, I just hate to see a young guy with such promise just go down like that.
It was an ankle issue, I believe. Ankle injury?
I think it was.
Broken ankle. Similar to Dak a couple years ago. But Jimmy Garoppolo came in. He got the job done. And the 49ers got the win 27-7 over Seattle.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
What happened?
Psycho Mike, what's up, boy?
Kaboom!
Hey, good to see you back here. Hey, Josh. Hey,
Yes,
Josh and
sir.
Cook, what's up? How y'all
Josh
doing?
Cook, Luke, how we doing?
Luke.
My man. Let's talk about your Cowboys for a minute. Because they came back to win in overtime over the reigning, defending, undisputed AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals, 20-17.
Man, I was getting a little bit antsy in that third and fourth quarter. I thought they were going to just piss away that lead. I mean, I think it is now, if I'm not mistaken, and someone can correct me on this, 14, I think it's 13 or 14 straight games where Zeke Elliott has not rushed for at least 100 yards. That is a
Wow.
huge problem.
Damn.
A huge problem. But last year's NFC Defensive Rookie of the Year,
Micah
he got
Parsons.
two more.
He did.
Yeah, and I think the total defense got to Joe Burrow 6 times. So
How does that happen? I mean, they spend all this money in the offseason on offensive linemen, and they're still giving up 7-8 sacks a game. It makes no sense, man. You know,
your guess is as good as mine.
it is. So we'll see if the Bengals can pick it up. The Broncos beat the Texans. They had to come from behind to beat the Texans somehow, some way. In the fourth quarter, when they have Russell Wilson, when they give all this money to Russell Wilson, and they don't trust him to do anything, and they come from behind to beat the Texans, like,
that's a problem.
Really? All right. And then in overtime, the Cardinals beat the Raiders 29-23. I saw the tail end of this with the Hunter Renfrow fumble and then Murphy running it back toward the house.
I don't think Josh McDaniel's going to stay long in that place.
I think that was a bad hire right from the start. But we'll see how it works out. Cardinals got the win 29-23. And then Sunday night, you had the Packers and that bad man, Aaron Rodgers, once again proving that he still owns the Chicago Bears as they beat them 27-10.
In the case of the 102-year-old Chicago Bears, Aaron, you are the father.
Oh, I knew it. I seen him. He's got his eyes.
Now what?
What are you going to do? And then Monday night, we had 2 blowouts. Not one, but 2 blowouts as the Buffalo Bills absolutely slaughtered the Tennessee Titans 41-7. Dolphins, Tannehill showed up, and Malik Willis was basically thrown to the wolves. Tried to salvage them, but they ended up on the short end of the stick.
My man Derrick Henry, he kind of disappointed me. I think
King
it was
Henry.
like what 25 rushing yards for the whole game. That's kind of disappointing.
I think the Bills are for real.
Oh yeah, they've been for real for about the last couple of years.
I think the Bill now especially. I mean, for them to dominate both games the way that they have, and then this coming week, we'll see about that. We shall see about that. And then the final Monday night game as the Eagles, the Philadelphia Chickens, defeated the Minnesota Vikings 24-7.
I thought the great combination of Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson was going to do the trick, but somehow them filthy chickens just having to blow it out. And oh man,
Well, it was Kirk. Well,
hey,
Kirk
Dashy.
Oh,
Dashy,
the man.
how you doing?
The man, Dashy himself.
Else I got Joe Flacco to deal with.
9 and 11.
Hey,
is a-
a very interesting statistic. Thanks for that, Dash.
I like that. I like that very much. That's cool. So, in terms of winners and losers of the week, the winners, well, for me, I think you know where I'm going with this.
And I think I'm going to agree with you.
Fins up,
Fins
baby.
up.
Fins up, baby. The way that fourth quarter shaped out was unbelievable.
That was
Absolutely
great.
unbelievable. It started with a touchdown from Tua to Gesicki, and then to Craycraft, and then 2 to Tyreek Hill, the cheetah man, and then 1 to Jalen Waddle, the Penguin. Although the Ravens did get a field goal, but it wasn't enough because we got the win 42-38.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as the losers go, biggest losers, I got to say it's the Colts. You know, because week 1, they tied with the Texans, and then this week they got shut out by the Jaguars. They couldn't even muster anything. They couldn't do anything right on offense, defense, or special teams.
Yeah, I have to say the Colts are the biggest losers, but also I'd have to say Derrick Henry, just 25 rushing yards. Kind of a disappointment for a guy who ran for over 2,000 a couple of years ago.
True. Very, very, very true.
And look who just arrived.
I'm all right. Sorry, guys. Just been
Lucas in the house.
What's up, my dudes? How you doing?
Hey.
How you doing?
All right. How about you?
I'm exhausted. Been a long day, man. Been a long day.
It's been a long day.
Dude, this whole week's just been crazy, man. I'm just getting ready for my birthday on Monday. Just got so much stuff going on.
How about that?
Yep, I'm going to be a big 3-0. Big 3-0 on Monday.
Big 3-0. How about that?
I know, man. Mr. 4 points. Actually, I should change my name to that. Mr. 4.6 million from that famous
Mr. 4.6.
Yeah, that was amazing.
If you don't know what we're referring to, Tim, Lucas played Deal or No Deal on Saturday, and it was on the David 3000 channel. He got the jackpot, $4.6 million. He went coast to coast. He went coast to coast.
Coast to coast, man.
Oh, my gosh.
It was incredible, and I was very thankful that it happened. It's just a sign for things to come in my end. So what games have you guys gone through?
So we did the recap.
You did the recap. Oh,
so we did the whole recap. We just on our biggest winners and losers of the week so far.
Well, okay, cool. Biggest winners and losers of the week. The biggest losers of the week have to be the entire AFC North.
The entire North.
Wow.
We lost. Steelers offense completely announced. The Browns and Ravens had epic collapses, and the Cincinnati Bengals lost and are now 0-2. And when you go 0-2, your chances of going to the playoffs drastically go down.
Yeah.
So the entire AFC North, I would say, is my biggest loser. My biggest winner is the Miami Dolphins. Thank you for tormenting the Ravens. I'm still waiting on Ravens Red Zone's epic crow. We're waiting for that. If I could find it.
Where has he been? Has he
I have
posted
no
anything?
Idea. I have no idea. I will actually go out and check out that channel.
He hasn't posted anything in like 5 months.
Dude, it's been a while. It's been a while. I know they had some stuff going on, but I'm going to check. So let me go ahead and I will look. So just give me a bit, guys. The Dolphins were probably my big winner. And probably my other big winner that I really had to say is probably Jimmy Garoppolo. Because he came in for Trey Lance. And not only did he play really well, but now he's going to be taking that 49ers offense into good places. That 49ers offense, I'm extremely happy with.
That is true. I mean, he came off the bench and he got them the win over their division rival, the Seattle Seahawks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Garbagelo, I don't know.
I'm intrigued to see how they will do this week. They got a big Sunday night game, which we'll talk about. or anything else. I don't think there was anything else. Actually, surprisingly, guess who was another loser of mine?
Colts.
Nathaniel Hackett.
Again?
Again, dude.
Again?
Did you see how they almost lost the freaking
The Texans.
The Texans. So
That's why I said they had to come from behind. They were down 6-9. Nice.
That's
But
6-9. Yeah, that is true. But still, how do you even just? I don't know. I don't know. But you know what? This funny thing is, like Nathaniel Hackett, he's really proven himself to be a bad coach. And then this game, if it's a blowout, then Nathaniel Hackett will be on the hot seat. I'm calling it right now.
after 3 games.
I think so. Dude, like it's not looking good for him, to be honest with you, man. It's not looking good.
Yeah, they are not clicking on all cylinders.
No, they're not.
No.
They're not. As far as the MVP of the week, who do you guys have?
Tua is probably mine. 6 touchdown passes. How do you really ignore that?
6
No, you
touchdowns,
can't. You can't.
469 nice yards. Gotta love it.
The guy
Only
was
going up from here. And
Exactly.
do you know who leads the league in passing yards?
Tua Tagovailoa.
Do you know who leads the league in passing touchdowns?
Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua.
I rest my case.
Exactly. You rest your
I
case.
rest my case.
What a
Tua
phenomenal
is
comeback, man.
The MVP of the week, too.
Yes, he is. So, you guys ready to go?
Is it time for week number 3?
It is time for week number 3.
Yes, it is.
All right. Actually, let me pull up the announcer thing. I forgot to do that.
I will have the
quick.
referee thing. I'm pulling that up right now. I literally
Yes,
just
well.
got done dinner. I was literally just got home. I did not. It is a long story. I'll tell you guys about it after we get off. I'll tell you about my story, but
Good.
way too long of a story to go out to today, but still.
Okay.
It's all right. No worries.
Okay. Thursday nights. It's a big one.
It is.
As it is. On Amazon Prime, as we all know, Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit on the call. It is the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. This game is in Cleveland. And the Browns are a 4.5-point favorite.
I don't know how. The referee for this game is going to be Clay Martin, who actually is actually one of the better referees in the league. So I don't mind that pick.
I guess we should save him for last.
Save me for last.
Because he is the Steelers fan.
Mm-hmm.
And I could go get my terrible time.
I will go first. The Browns are coming off of a terrible home loss to the Jets, while the Steelers did little on offense in losing to the Patriots. These division road games can be tough on a short week, to a team on a short week, but the Browns have not looked good so far this season. This game will be close. This game will be very, very close. But I'm going to give the edge to the home team. I'm going to go with the Browns to beat the Steelers by a final of 24-21. Give me Cleveland.
Interesting there. Hey, Kevin Rios, what's up, bud?
Kevin Rios.
Nate Lee, how you doing? Thanks for coming in, y'all.
Yes, sir.
So, I don't know if I think I should wait until LC gets back, because I think he would be very interested in what I have to say.
Oh. Really? Uh-oh.
That's not true.
Oh, that's not true.
Romy, my man.
My man. Yes, sir. Tubbs.
Romy, good to see you, Tubbs. The great. Tubbs the great. Jerome go. No.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
I'm
there
back.
he is. There he
I'm
is.
back. Sorry. Just check. Just my.
I picked the Browns.
Yeah, he took the Browns. And the Browns have not been doing too good. I had a terrible loss to the Jets. And I kind of got a good feeling that I think I've never trusted Mitchell Trubisky, even when he was in Chicago. Never trusted him one bit. I do not think the Steelers should trust him anymore. They should just go ahead and with go with what's this guy named Kenny Pickett. I think they
Kenny
should go.
Pickett.
All
With,
hands.
I think they should go with him from now on. But I've got a real feeling that Pittsburgh can go into Cleveland, and I think they can get the job done. So, I mean, I know this is the first game on the schedule. It's Thursday night, but go ahead and sound the alarm.
Whoa!
Yes, yeah, some people may think I'm crazy for this, but I am going with the steel curtain, the new steel curtain. Going with the Steelers. They're going to stop Cleveland, and they're going to take this one by a score of 31-27.
I love it, man. Excuse me. I love it. Oh, God. I don't know what happened in my throat there. But anyways, I will bring up something that Dashy brought up in the comments. Go ahead, Dashy, and highlight that. Highlight Dashy's comment.
Disrespect the terrible towel. What?
Yeah, when you disrespect the terrible towel, you get burned. Trust me. Do the Browns even learn? Whenever you disrespect a terrible towel, you're gonna get burned. And did you not listen to the fact that you guys just lost you blew a 30-16 lead over the Jets with Joe Flacco, who absolutely has no reason being in the league anymore. He's way past his prime. You let a beyond his prime Joe Flacco just torch you. You let Garrett Wilson run all over you. And get this, though, I actually looked some stats up in the game. The Browns cornerback Denzel Ward right now, last week, he allowed a 158.3 perfect passer rating against him. And that is as a football perspective is absolutely terrible, allowing every single pass to get through you and pretty much receiver get every pass catch on you. It's going to be big. And I will be honest here. Not having Jadeveon Clowney for the Browns is going to hurt them a little bit. We're going to be able to double team Myles Garrett, and I think even if Myles Garrett is not even close to as healthy as should be, he probably won't be fully healthy, and I don't expect him to even come close to be as good without Jadeveon Clowney. That's going to hurt them a lot, especially getting to the quarterback. Does the Steelers with their offense really do scare me a little bit because Matt Canada right now, I feel like he's at the most fault. He's been in the system for a long time, and the big thing is Mitch Trubisky's only been there for less than a year, and people already want him out for Kenny Pickett. I am going to give him a chance. But these are two games right here that you have to prove yourself in. If you can't do it against these two keeps, I'd rather say Mitch Trubisky and then play Kenny Pickett week 7 against the Dolphins on Sunday Night Football. I am giving Mitch Trubisky a little bit more of a chance here, but he is on the hot seat along with Matt Canada. I just don't like Matt Canada's offensive system, but I feel like the Steelers right now will have the more advantages going into this game. And the fact that the Steelers win percentage in Cleveland since they came back as a franchise is over 88%.
True.
Alex?
Yes.
The alarm.
Oh, 2 for 2.
Oh!
The Browns have only beaten us once in prime time since coming back in the league. Make that trend continue. I got the Pittsburgh Steelers winning this game. This game is going to be ugly, but I think the Steelers will win this game. I think they will go ahead and have a great second half. I think we'll have a rough first half and then go with the second half. I think that the offense will perform here. I think that the Browns offense will be completely dismantled. I don't think the Browns will be able to run the ball the whole game. They're going to have to go for a pass, and I think that's where the Steelers will get a defensive touchdown. And I think Minka gets another touchdown, another pick 6 to add to his total, league-leading total in interceptions. And I think that the Steelers will win. My final score for this game is going to be Pittsburgh 20, Browns 13. Give me the Steelers in this low-scoring game. I think the Browns will keep it close, but I think the Steelers will take the lead away and keep it hold until the fourth quarter. That is my prediction.
There we go.
Nice.
Very, very nice.
And we're going to get to them. We're going to get to the quarterback. Don't worry. We're going to get more than 0 sacks. Don't worry.
Let's go to Let me just check real quickly. Stats.
No, we're not going to win 67-9, Romy. That's physically impossible.
Mm.
All right. Let's go to this one next. Let's go with the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts. This game is in Indianapolis. The announcers for this game, we have Jim Nantz and Tony Romo.
Wow, this is Jim Nantz and Tony Romo.
Interesting.
Wow.
And the Chiefs are 6.5-point favorites.
The Chiefs are 6.5-point favorites. The referee for this game is Sean Smith. Actually, not a bad referee. Decent referee.
Who do you guys got and why?
I'll actually go first on this one. Okay. Alex, you know how I had my upset of the week this last game?
Yep.
This is going to be my stone cold lock. Here we go.
And this is my stone cold lock of the century. Or the week.
This is my stone cold lock of the century of the week. This is my point spread game of the week as well. The Kansas City Chiefs offense rest. The Colts have one. The Colts offense is actually worse than the Steelers offense. Let me explain why. The Colts only have one good wide receiver. We at least have three of them. Matt Ryan and the Colts offense put up 0 against the Jaguars. We at least put up a touchdown against the Patriots. I think the Colts will put up garbage time points, but I think the Chiefs offense completely wallops the Colts at home, and the Chiefs move to 3-0. My final score is going to be Chiefs 45, Colts 17. Give me the Chiefs as my stone cold lock century.
Well, Lucas, it's funny you mentioned that. The Colts are an absolute mess right now. They have a lot of injury issues, but it's the offensive line that's the major concern. The Chiefs have rolled an impressive number on offense and will do so here again. Look for another big game for Patrick Mahomes as the Colts stay winless and the Chiefs stay undefeated. This is also my lock of the week.
And this is my stone cold lock of the century. Or the week.
Boom.
Love it.
Give me the Chiefs 30-17.
I absolutely love it.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm picking the Chiefs, although I'm not locking them right now. I can see Indianapolis bouncing back after a total disappointment last week in Jacksonville. Colts are going to make it very interesting, but I think the KC is going to take this one. I'm going to take the Chiefs on the road in Indy. Give me the Chiefs by a score of 31-26.
There we go. Next up,
I like it.
We have the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. This game is in New York. I believe the Bengals are 4.5-point favorites.
They are.
And the announcers for this game are Ian Eagle and Charles Davis.
The referee for this game is going to be, just had it here. I don't know why it's going away. It is Bengals and Jets. Referee is Jerome Boger.
Oh, one of my favorites.
Same here.
He's the man. All right, so I guess I'll go first in this one. The Bengals are staring at 0-3 in the face if they lose to the Jets after they came off an impressive victory over the Browns. The Bengals have started slow in the past couple weeks, but I think that changes in this game. I think look for Joe Burrow to have a fast start and roll up a bunch of passing yards. I'm going to go with the Bengals to beat the Jets 31-20.
I don't see how the Bengals go 0-3 here. Their offense is too talented not to let them go. Hey, it's Otto the Orange. What's up, little buddy? Hopefully Gary doesn't feed you too much alcohol. Anyways, the Bengals are not going 0-3. Let's be realistic here. Even though the Bengals offensive line has been completely underwhelming this entire season so far, they're playing the Jets. The Jets are not going to beat Joe Flacco again. I think the Jets will cover this game, but Joe Flacco is 9-11 against a career against the Bengals. That is what Dashi has in the comments, so thank you, Dashi. I do not see the Bengals going with 3. I think that they will get a win. I think this game will be a lot closer than people expected, but still, my final score will be Bengals. I'm going to say 24, Jets 21. Give me the Bengals.
Nice.
I actually have a even closer matchup than that. After the very impressive performance by Joe Flacco last week, I can see the Jets starting to make a little noise here, but as LC said, Cincinnati's just got too much great talent. This is actually, I guess you could call it my nail biter of the week,
Ooh.
if you
All
want
right.
to call it that.
Ooh, this is a nail
I
biter.
say, I say at the end it's going to be Bengals 24, Jets 23.
Oh, by 1 point.
Wow. We did not expect to be that close.
Okay. Next
like
up, we have the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. This game is in Carolina. I believe the Saints are favorites in this game. They are by 3 points. And the announcers are, hold on. Please hold. Please hold. Where are they?
Banana.
Ooh, banana. Where the hell is it? Oh, there it is. Matt Millen and Dan Healy.
Dan Healy?
Healy?
I have no idea who that is. That's interesting.
I don't either. It's on Fox.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Referee for this game is Sean Smith. Wait, no, that was the Chiefs and Colts. I'm sorry. The referee for the Panthers is Carl Sheffers. I'm sorry. Carl Sheffers.
Ooh, banana. Who do you guys got and why?
Tiny Tim, want to go first on this one? Then I'll go second.
Yeah, let's hear what Tim has to say.
All right, let's talk about this. Saints, kind of like what I was talking to friends about this.
Sure.
Both of these teams, right now, after 2 weeks, you don't know what to expect from either of these two teams. You're going to get some awesome.
Don't know.
You either get awesome or bad Saints, and then you have either awesome or a terrible Panthers. This was a little too close to call. I just they're kind of evenly matched. So if it's a close matchup, I say just rule is go with the home team. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to say not much to write home about in this one. I'm just going to take Carolina to take. I'm taking the home team to take down the Saints. I'll score 24-21.
Interesting.
I was considering this for my coin flip game of the week, but realistically, I'm going to save that one because there's a matchup that's a little bit closer. The Saints are a 3-point favorite, but realistically, this Saints offense is average at best. Their defense is doing what they can, but let's be honest here. Jameis Winston gave up that game against the Buccaneers. He gave up that game, and it was just unfortunate because I thought the Saints would have won, and this is the first time that Tom Brady has beaten the Saints in his history, as a Buccaneer. It's crazy to think that's his actual first win, but realistically, I just don't see the Saints losing to the Panthers. The Saints usually own the Panthers pretty well, and I think that this will continue. So go ahead and give me the New Orleans Saints. I think this will be a close game. This is probably a game I will not be watching, but yeah, the only reason why I'm even watching this game is because of the hate weeks this week. Because you got Saints Uptown, you got JP, and you got 8 Pedotos and CPG. If you don't know, so if you remember JP's the guy.
Pedotos.
Yes, 8 Pedotos. If you don't know that story, then I'm going to.
No, yeah, that's another story for another time.
Another story for another time. But yeah, that's the only reason why I'm interested in this is because of the hate weeks. But still, give me the Saints to win this game. Final score: Saints 27, Panthers 24. Give me the Saints.
Okay. Well, the Saints are coming off of a bad offensive showing against the Bucs, but the Panthers haven't exactly lit it up either. Saints defense will shut down Baker Mayfield and his offense in this one as Jameis Winston bounces back. He bounced back to play better. I think the Saints get the win. I'm going to say 24-12.
Oof, 24-12. That's
24-12. Only field goals.
Wow.
Yeah.
Terrible.
All right. Let's go with this one next.
Ooh,
It is my game of the week. 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 Yeah. It is the Buffalo Bills
Same here.
against the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, this
Both
is my game
teams
of the week as
are
well.
at 2-0. Bills
That's right.
are a 5.5-point favorites. And the announcers are Kevin Harlan and Trent Green. The second week in a row we get them.
And the referee is Alex Kemp.
Save me for last. You know the rules.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I'll actually go first in this game. Why not? I'll go first in this game.
Go.
I actually think this is my game of the week. Pure and simply put, this is probably the best game of the week. Let's be honest here.
Yep.
This is the best game of this week. At the end of the day, Packers Buccaneers is the only other one I was considering, but let's be honest, this one's gonna be a lot better. Not only have both teams are undefeated, both teams have had really impressive wins. The Dolphins coming back and beating the Ravens, very impressive win. The Bills, their impressive start. It's probably the most impressive start to any team in NFL history. Let's be honest here. This will be their first real test. The Dolphins do have a high explosive offense along with the Buffalo Bills. This game will come down to which team can stop who on defense because both offenses will have fireworks in this game. This will be a fantastic game to watch. Unfortunately, Alex, I just don't think the Dolphins get it done. I think that the Buffalo Bills will go in and circle the wagon against the Dolphins with a late field goal by Tyler Bass. My final score is going to be 38-35. Give me the Buffalo Bills to circle the wagon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dolphins will cover the spread, though. So if you are taking the spread, hammer that Dolphins plus 5.5 spread.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Hammer it.
Hammer it down.
Hammer it down. I'm going to hammer it down right here. I say the Dolphins will cover, but I got the Bills winning this one by field goal 27-24. This will be a very, very entertaining game, I will say.
All right.
I mean, Buffalo is just slightly better, but don't sleep on Tua.
You don't. I would like to see the Dolphins win, but we'll see. This is also a battle between A Pistol 90 and Gare Bear.
And Bills Mafia.
And Bills Mafia.
Bills Mafia, which by the way, I have a bet for him.
Okay, I want you.
I have a bet for Bills Mafia.
Do tell.
It's something that I've always wanted to do, something that I've seen in the TTC done many times, something that I've always wanted to do, and that is a soda bet.
Ooh.
A
soda bet.
I want
where you have to get 2 liters of the losing or the winning team's
soda. Colors.
Pour them on top of your head.
Yes.
Oh.
Pour them on top of your head. That's right. So if I win, he has to do aqua and orange. If I win, I have to do red and blue. Or if the Bills win, I have to do red and blue. If the Dolphins win, he has to do aqua and orange. There we go. Okay. Let's go. Let's talk about this real quick. This is the game of the week for sure. Both 2-0 teams that can score. The Bills are playing on the road on a short week, which gives us just a little bit of advantage. But this Buffalo team is riding high. Defense for us wasn't very good last week. Their defense has been, their offense has been, they have been the juggernauts of the AFC for sure. And we're 0-7 in our last 7 games against the Bills. We are 0-7 in our last games against the Bills. We are due for a victory against these guys. We are very due. And after last week, I'm a believer. I believe that we will win. So much so. Sound it!
Uh-oh.
This is going to be a shootout.
Wow.
This is going to be an
love
absolute
it.
shootout.
I love
have
it.
us winning. This is going to be this is going to be a high scoring game. I think we're going to get this win. Final score 38-35. Fins up, baby.
Wow, you have the exact same score as me, but the opposite way.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. I love it, though.
Let's go.
I
Next
love
game
it.
on the list we have is the Las Vegas Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. This game is in Tennessee. Raiders are 2-point favorites, and the announcers are Kenny Albert and Jonathan Vilma.
Brad Rogers is the referee starting off this game.
Who do you guys got and why?
Well, if you don't mind, I'll start with this one.
Go right ahead.
Derrick Henry was a real disappointment last week. I think he only rushed for a total of like 25 yards in that whole game this past Monday night. But I can see him bouncing back here. Las Vegas, they're 0-2. I never really did like the Josh McDaniel hire, and
No.
I think if things doesn't get better anytime soon, I think we may see a coaching change, maybe in the middle or the late part of the season. Something just ain't right with the Raiders right now. Even though Derek Carr is okay and Josh Jacobs, I've always liked Josh Jacobs. He's a good running back here. I'm going to pick the Titans to bounce back in this one. I'm going to take the Titans by 7 on this one. Give me Tennessee by a score of 23-16.
All right. Well, this is a game that features 2 0-2 teams that need a victory so bad. The Titans are playing on a short week after getting blown out by the Bills on Monday night, but the Raiders are coming off of a brutal loss when they blew a big lead to the Arizona Cardinals. This is a really, really tough game for me to pick. So, I'm going to let fate decide. This is
Coin flip.
This is my coin flip game of the week. So, we're going to have Sacagawea be heads, and that is for the Raiders, and the American Eagle on the back will be the Tennessee Titans.
All right, I'm intrigued to see who you get.
Baba Booey. Give me the Raiders to beat the Titans by a final of 27-24.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders as well. I think that this is the Raiders' time to get the win. I think this is a win they desperately need, like badly. This is a win they desperately need. Realistically, if the Raiders don't win here, I don't know how they make the playoffs. I really don't think that they can. Their chances already slim to none. But realistically, it's still early enough in the season that anything can happen. But I just don't know about this, man. This game is just realistically a really tough one to pick. But at the end of the day, I have to go with the team that has the better offense, and I think that is the Raiders. I think the Raiders do have the better offense at the end of the day. I think that their defense will make up stops when they need to. And realistically, I think I want to see the Titans do bad just because I want to see Malik Willis come in and play. I think he's due to start soon. I think with Mitch Trubisky and Kenny Pickett's situation, it's kind of similar to what's going on in Tennessee. Even though Tennessee's a tad bit better on offense right now. But I do think that Malik Willis and Kenny Pickett will start at some point. Both of them will start at some point. I think Malik Willis will start sooner. But I think the Titans go 0-3 here. Give me the Raiders. Final score, Raiders 30, Titans 24. Give me the Raiders.
There we go. Next game we have is the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. This game is in New England. And the Patriots the Ravens are 3-point favorites. And the announcers are Joe Davis and Daryl Johnston.
Joe Davis and Daryl Johnson are the announcers. The official for this game, the head referee is, let's see here, stop going today, Bill Vinovich is the referee.
There we go. So I guess I will go first on this one. The Ravens melted down in their loss to the Dolphins last week. Their defense was pretty abysmal, if you ask me, to say the very least. But the Patriots haven't done much of anything on offense this season. This is their home opener, so I think they'll get it going. When in doubt, go to home team. I'm not really sure who to pick here, so I guess I'll go with the Patriots to beat the Baltimore Ravens. Final score: 27-24.
I'm going to go next on this one, actually. You know something interesting about the Ravens and the Patriots rivalry? Bill Belichick usually does his worst, not only to the Dolphins, but to the Ravens.
True.
The Ravens seem to be his kryptonite no matter what it is.
True.
Remember last year on Sunday Night Football, how bad the Ravens just whooped the Patriots' ass? It wasn't even close. I just think that the Baltimore Ravens, after that loss, it'll be tough for them to go moving forward. But I think that they get the win here. I think that this is their time to get the win. I think it will be a very close game. I think the Patriots will try and do what they can. But I don't think the Patriots winning last week's game is going to be a telltale sign for what's going to happen the rest of the season.
Exactly.
I don't think the Patriots' offense is anywhere near as good as the Ravens. I don't think they'll be able to keep up. And I think the Ravens will get the job done. I expect Lamar Jackson to get a late touchdown pass to Rashad Bateman to seal the game. Final score is going to be Ravens 31, Patriots 31-20. Give me the Ravens to win this game. Quote the Raven, nevermore.
Yeah, I'm going to fly with the Ravens on this one right here. They always seem to mess with Bill Belichick's mind, I guess.
They do.
And, they're not going to stop right here. I see a big game from Lamar Jackson, and I'll see the Patriots going down in their home opener. Give me the Ravens by a score of 35-27.
All right. Next game on the list, we've got the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. This game is in Minnesota. I believe the Vikings are 6-point favorites, and the announcers are Brandon Gaudin and Brady Quinn.
Brady Quinn as an announcer. That's actually kind of funny. Referees for this game for Vikings and Lions are John Hussey. Hussey.
All right, I guess I'll go first in this one. The Vikings were awful in losing to the Eagles on Monday night. I mean, were we surprised? Were we really surprised? Primetime Kirk Cousins showed up.
Primetime Kirk Cousins. He's screaming at everybody, "You like my performance? You like my performance on Monday night?
You like that? You like that?"
It was actually this funny meme I put on my Discord.
I did see that
in a Cialis ad.
Yes, I saw that. That was brilliant.
Both the plan on offensive defense was bad on both sides of the ball for the Vikings, but I think they'll get back on track here. The Lions. What the heck? The Lions. That's a new one. The Lions have played well so far this season, especially on offense, but this is their first road game. The Minnesota offense will play well since it's not a Monday night game, which happened to cripple Kirk Cousins. I'm gonna go with the Vikings on this one. I'm gonna say 31-23.
It's hard to go against the Vikings here. It really is. You played a rough game against the Eagles. I get that. Eagles are one of the top teams in the NFL. I will say Eagles are definitely a top 10 team in the top 5 team in the NFL right now. It's hard to deny adding A.J. Brown to that offense. The Eagles' offense is looking scarily good. But the Detroit Lions, they're playing a game on the road, and they're playing a team with a decent defense. I think the Vikings' defense only holding the Eagles to 24 points is actually pretty impressive. I thought they were going to get more points scored on, to be honest with you. I thought it was going to be more like 31, 34 points. But the Vikings actually surprisingly held their own, even though the Eagles put a lot of their players on the bench in the fourth quarter. I get it. And they ran the ball almost the entire fourth quarter, which pissed me off because I needed one A.J. Brown catch to cash in a bunch of slips. But still, at the end of the day,
Just needed one.
I think just one catch. He had 2 catches at halftime, which is still ridiculous. I don't understand why. But still, I think that the Vikings, though, will get the job done here. I think that Justin Jefferson, the Kirk Cousins connection, will light up again against the Lions. I think the Lions will do their best, but I think the Vikings will win. And usually the Vikings do pretty well against Detroit. So give me the Vikings here. I will say the final score is going to be Vikings. I'm going to say 27-25. Give it 27-24. Give me the Vikings.
Oh, 27-24.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take the Vikings at home right here. Detroit is being a very nice surprise here, but I got to see a bounce back game for Cousins and Jefferson. It's not going to be in prime time, so Kirk doesn't have anything to worry about. Give me the Vikings over the Detroit Lions by a very close score, 28-26.
Okay. Next game we have is the Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears. This game is in Chicago. The Bears are a 3-point favorite, and the announcers for this game are Andrew Ketelon and James Lofton.
The official for this game is for the Texans is Cleet Blakeman.
Cleet. Who do you guys got?
Not much to say about this one. This probably is going to be a snooze fest.
Yeah, if you're watching, you're either bored or there's nothing else on TV.
Or you're
going to the game.
Or you're actually at the game. Why would you pay money to see that?
Delusional Bears fans.
Or
Judah Tribe.
This is gonna be low. I see kind of a low scoring game here. It ain't nothing to write home and talk to mom about. So I'm just gonna say, give me the Bears by field goal, 2017.
I'm in agreement. I am in agreement. Texans are playing consecutive road games, and the offense was bad last week in Denver. The Bears' offense hasn't been good yet. This should be a low-scoring game, but I'm going to go with the home team. I'm going to agree with Tiny Tim. I'm going to say the Bears get the win over the Texans by a final, also 2017.
Wow.
I like them apples.
You know, I have a score in mind, but I don't know who to pick. So, Alex, it's time to do.
Uh-oh.
It's my coin flip game of the week. I honestly don't know who the hell is going to win this game. I don't trust either team. The Lovie Smith Bowl. Let's also talk about that. Is the Lovie Smith Bowl.
Oh,
Why
that's
is it
right.
the Lovie Smith Bowl?
Because he was the former coach of the Chicago Bears.
That's right. He was a former coach. So in honor of the Lovie Smith Bowl, I present to you a coin flip for this game. You have the Cinco de Mayo Eagle on there as heads, which I will represent as the Chicago Bears, and then the Cactus Tails will be the Houston Texans, since they are in the South. So here we go. A bing, a banda, boom. Let's do this.
Boy.
I actually got this. I actually got the Texans.
Oh.
I got the Texans.
Oh.
I got the Texans. Off the coin flip, I got the Texans here. Why? I don't know. The coin told me to do it. Final score, Texans 13-10. Give me the Texans. I'm not confident at all, but still, it's my coin flip. Gotta go with it.
Tim, I think it's time we talk about those Philadelphia Jackets.
Yes.
Must we?
I guess. I guess we have to.
All right, let's do it.
Eagles versus Commanders. This game is in Washington. Who's the favorite?
The favorite for this game, Alex will pull that up.
Oh,
I think it's Eagles.
Eagles are a favorite. And the announcers for this game, we have Adam Amin and Mark Schlereth.
Eagles are 6.5-point favorites. Oh my god!
Yeah,
and the referee for this game is Brad Rogers. Wait, no, I'm sorry, Ron Torbert. Ron Torbert is the referee. Brad Rogers was the Raiders Titans referee. Was Brad Rogers, but Ron Torbert's the referee for this game, and it is the Carson Wentz Bowl. So if you want to go first,
it is the Carson Wentz Bowl. The Eagles are flying high.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, get that? Fly high, fly Eagles, fly.
Yeah. I got it.
Yeah. Eagles are flying high behind the big plays of Jalen Hurts. He was outstanding. He has been outstanding as they have rolled to a 2-0 record. But this game is on the road on a short week. The Commanders are coming off of a tough loss, but I think they will still hang around in this one. I think this is going to be a very, very tight game. I'm going to go with the Eagles to beat the Commanders by a final of 28-24.
I'm going to go with the Eagles again here as well. The Philadelphia Chickens are going to make themselves another team that goes 3-0 this weekend. There will be a couple of teams going 3-0 this weekend, and this will definitely be another one. The Eagles have owned Washington recently, and Carson Wentz, I would like to see you do well, but let's be honest here. It's not going to happen. I don't see how the Commanders keep up with the Chickens offense. So fly, Chickens, fly. Final score, Chickens. I'm going to say 35. Commanders, or as I like to call them, the Redskins, 17. Yes, I have to go there. That's their former name, damn it.
Yeah. Well, don't really like talking about the Cobra Commanders. And I really hate talking about the Chickens. But the Chickens are starting to really grow now. And Carson Wentz, sometimes you just can never tell what kind of a game you're going to get out of him. Although I do think this week is going to be very close. Carson Wentz going to make it interesting, but in the end, it will be Jalen Hurts to get the better of those Cobra Commanders. So give me, I can't believe I'm saying this. It just makes me sick to my stomach. It just makes me sick. Give me the Chickens with a late field goal in the fourth quarter. 30-27. Fly, Chickens, fly.
On the road to KFC. All right. Next game
That's
on the
brilliant,
list.
Go on.
Next game on the list. We're going to the 4:00 games now. The late Sunday games. We're going to start with the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. This game is in Los Angeles, and the Chargers are a 7-point favorites. The announcers for this game are Greg Gumbel and Adam Archuleta.
Craig Whirlstad is the referee for this game.
Who do you guys got and why?
I do not believe that lightning will strike twice for Jacksonville, even though they did blow out those Colts, but these are not the Colts. These are the Chargers. I think Justin Herbert is going to be okay. I think he'll have a little time to shake it off before game time. So, oh yes, Josh, you said right there. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be a close one. It's going to be a close one.
Go Chargers, go!
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that is sweet. That's sweet.
Right.
I like that. So I say go Chargers, go. Say it with Arnold. This is going to be another one of those close matchups. Jacksonville will make it interesting, but in the end, the Chargers will take it by a score of 26-24.
Well, this is a long trip for a team that does not play well on the West Coast. The Jaguars' defense against Justin Herbert is a treat for this game as Jacksonville comes off a shutout victory of the Colts. The problem for Jacksonville will be if they get behind and the Chargers unleash their pass rushers on them. I think the Chargers take it, but I think it's going to be close. I'm going to say the Chargers win by a final of 23-19.
And now go Chargers, go!
Yes,
That
sir.
is awesome. I love that. I love it. I love it. I don't see how Jacksonville can make it 2-0. You beat the Colts. Whoop-de-doo. You won in Jacksonville against the Colts. That's not up in the past 8 years. Do something better. They will, but not this week. Trevor Lawrence versus Justin Herbert should be an interesting quarterback matchup. At the end of the day, I gotta be realistic here. We gotta.
And now go Chargers, go.
Go Chargers, go.
Third time's the charm, baby.
Third time's the charm. Final score, Chargers 38.
Oh, man.
Jaguars 20.
There we go.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
All right, next up we have the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. This game is in Arizona. The Rams are a 3.5-point favorite, and the announcers are Kevin Kugler and Mark Dirty Butt Fumble Sanchez.
Oh, God. Adrian Hill is the referee for this game.
Oh, no.
I know.
I don't know. I don't know about these referees.
I know about Adrian Hill's all right. He could have an off day once in a while, but he's not too bad.
Not too bad.
The Rams right now are coming off a surprisingly close game against the Falcons where they almost blew a 28-3 lead. Shocker, the Falcons go about 28-3.
Oh, my God. That was so close. That would have been awesome if they did.
It would have been hilarious, but even my friend who's a diehard fan, God damn it, my words are jumbled up today. A
diehard Rams fan.
A diehard Rams fan. One of my best friends, a diehard Rams fan, said this team right now is having a Super Bowl hangover, a mini Super Bowl hangover. Right now, they're in deep trouble. If their defense cannot stop a Atlanta offense, what are they going to do against the Cardinals? The Cardinals may not have Hopkins right now, but at the end of the day, they could put up some good numbers. Kyler Murray actually looked good with Marquise Hollywood Brown in the offense. They actually looked pretty decent.
Good.
I think that the Rams will win, but I think the Cardinals will definitely keep the point spread. So if you have a point spread thing, I would definitely say go with the point spread for the Cardinals. My final score is going to be Rams. I'm going to say I'll go 30-28. Give me the Rams. A late field goal by the Rams will seal the deal.
All right. Well, both teams are coming off victories last week to even their records. The Cardinals won with an amazing comeback, which could be a foreshadowing of what this season is to come for them. The Rams last week held off the Falcons to win, like Lucas said, 28-3. They had their chance. They had their chance to break the curse, but they blew it. They choked it away like the Falcons do.
Of course.
Even so, they are the better team, and they have the better defense. That's why I'm going to pick the Rams to beat the Cardinals, and the Rams defense is going to absolutely slaughter Kyler Murray this game. I'm going to say 31-17. Give me the Rams.
I'm going to go with the Rams here. I think Kyler Murray's going to make it a little bit more interesting than that. Even though I think that the combination of the combination of Matthew Stafford and the cup that runneth over time and time again, I am taking the Rams to win this one with a late field goal. So give me the Rams by a score of 26-23.
All right. Next up, we have the first tank bowl of the season.
Dun, 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 dun.
The Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh,
this is the
God.
ultimate tank bowl.
This is definitely the tank bowls right now.
Chris Myers, Robert Smith on the call, and the Seahawks are 2-point favorites.
Jesus. The referee is Trub Lake. Trub Lake.
I guess I'll go first in this one. The Falcons are playing consecutive road games on the West Coast, which is always interesting, even though they did stay out west. So they might have a little bit of a beneficiary there. The Falcons battled last week to rally against the Rams, but came up short. They choked it away. Falcons, 28-3. We all know that story. The Seahawks were lifeless against the 49ers on offense. The Falcons will hang around, but because the Seahawks aren't great on offense, I still think they have a chance to win it because they are at home. Seattle Seahawks playing at home. It's always a tough place to play. I'm going to pick the Seahawks to beat the Falcons 26-20.
Yeah, I'm going to. I'm taking the Seahawks right now. The Falcons are just, as I mentioned to A Pizzle before the show began. The Falcons have just, or actually during our recaps, Falcons have still not gotten over that Super Bowl tragedy.
They have.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, it's very, very terrible how they lost that Super Bowl, but they still have not recovered from it, and they will not recover this week. Even though Seattle is nothing good to write home about either, but I'm going to take Seattle to win this one over Atlanta by a score of 24-19.
I'm gonna have to agree with everyone here. The Atlanta Falcons do have a surprisingly decent offense with Drake London and Kyle Pitts. They're a decent offense with Cordell Patterson can have a good game going. The Seahawks will definitely be on upset alert. This will be a pretty interesting offensive game. I would love to see this game be one of those shootouts where it's like a 45, 44 point game where it's like both teams have over 40 points because the defenses both suck that much.
The Seahawks and Falcons.
Hey, it'd be an offensive shootout, and I think it'd be funny.
Okay.
Give me the Seahawks, though. I think they will end up winning. I think that DK Metcalf will end up getting the game-winning touchdown. But I think this is going to be a shootout. My final score, if you have the over-under this game, take the over. Final score is going to be Falcons 41, Seahawks 45. Give me the Seahawks.
And now we have the Fox game of the week.
Oh.
It is the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This game is in Tampa Bay. Buccaneers are a 1.5 point favorite, and the announcers are Kevin Burkhardt and Greg Olson.
The referee for this game is going to be Scott Novak.
This is more than likely the last Aaron Rodgers Tom Brady game, unless they meet in the playoffs.
That is a very good point.
These games are always a treat. The Tampa Bay offense isn't playing well with a lot of injuries, and this will be a tough game to try and get it going. The Bucs defense has been really good. This should be a low-scoring game, but ultimately, I'm gonna say Green Bay gets the win here. I'm gonna go with the Packers to beat the Bucs in Tampa Bay. Give me Green Bay over Tampa Bay, 21-20.
Have we not learned, though, how bad Aaron Rodgers does, though, in Florida? His last two games in Florida, guess what the combined score differential was? 76-13.
Wow.
That's pretty bad. The Packers offense did what they could against the Bears. They didn't really impress me that much, to be honest with you. They still have a long way to go before they get better. I think the Buccaneers will win this game convincingly. I just do not think the Packers will keep up with it, especially because the Packers don't do well in Tampa. They don't do well in Florida. Pure and simply put, they do not do well in Florida.
We'll find that out on Christmas Day.
That is a good point, too. Very good point, too. And that will be an interesting game here as well. So I'm realistically thinking at the end of the day, I think the Buccaneers will win, but I don't think it'll be a complete blowout, but it'll still be a convincing win. Final score is going to be 38-20. Give me the Buccaneers. Another 30.8 game against the Packers in Florida. Wow. What a shocker.
Damn.
Well, as the great Chris Brown would always say, this is the old Bay of Pigs game. Going
That's
back
right.
all the way to the 80s, 90s, and now in this area. And as A. Pizzle said, this could be the final matchup between the GOAT and that bad man. And this could be a real good battle. In fact, I see this as a back and forth fight, but in the end, can't really go. I should never pick against Tom Brady. I guess at home even though he's playing against Aaron Rodgers. I'm taking Tampa Bay with a field goal. Give me the Bucs over the Pack, 30-27.
Hold up a second. I gotta show you guys something real quick. Since he decided to bless us with his presence. Hold up
Uh-huh.
just a second. See if I can pull this up.
I think he's got something.
Yeah, I do. Hold on. Just let me share my screen real quick.
Oh, we almost had it.
There we go. Hold up.
That is a very, very, very telling picture right there.
Hello, Zach.
Oh, yeah. Remember that, man. Oh, boy.
Never forget. Never forget. Okay. Next game on the list. Oh, is that a car alarm? Somebody's car outside?
That's what I was wondering, not mine.
Right.
I thought that was mine. It was just right outside my window, but I guess it's the neighbors.
Sunday night football, NBC. Check your local listings. It is the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. This game is in Denver. The San Francisco 49ers are a 1.5-point favorite. And the announcers we all know, it's Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth.
Sean Hockley is the referee for this game.
This will be Jimmy Garoppolo for the 49ers against a Denver defense that played well last week. It's the Broncos offense that has been the problem. They didn't do much last week against the Texans. They didn't do the first week against the Seahawks. So what's to think they'll do it against a good 49ers defense? They won't. San Francisco will win Jimmy Garoppolo's first start of the season. Give me the 49ers to beat the Denver Broncos. Final 24-20.
Oh, I'm starting to think Russell Wilson will probably have a little bit of a resurgence this week. I'm thinking there may be an upset here. Of course, I've already given my upset special, but I actually think that Denver could pick it up this week. Jimmy Garoppolo is back under center, and Trey Lance, I mean, prayers for the guy. I mean, he was just a great star on the rise, and now he has to sit out for the season. That could be a huge factor. I don't think Denver will probably run away with it. The 49ers will make it interesting, but I actually have Denver winning at home by a score of 33-27.
Nice.
This will be a much better game than people anticipate. I'm extremely excited to see who will win this game. This will actually be a Sunday night game that has my interest. I'm intrigued to see who will win this game. But at the end of the day, this will be a really, really good game to watch. I think overall, I'm intrigued to see realistically if the 49ers defense with Jimmy Garoppolo are the same team compared to when Trey Lance played. I think I'm willing to see if the offense and the defense will play under new leadership. I think with Jimmy Garoppolo, I think the team likes Jimmy Garoppolo more than Trey Lance, and I think they want to fight around him. Porn star Jimmy G will impress everyone again. He'll make the porn stars wet. And the 49ers will go into Denver, the Mile High City, and get a big win. My final score is going to be 49ers 24, Broncos 21. Give me the 49ers. Garbagelo.
Wow.
A-bomb.
That's right. A-bomb. I don't know. I haven't even heard of it. I'm wondering what he's thinking about this.
Yeah, I'm curious to what he thinks about Garbagelo.
Yeah.
Last game on the list. It's Monday night. As it is the Dallas Cowboys traveling to New York to face Big Blue and the Giants. Giants are 2.5-point favorites. And the announcers, we all know. It's Joe Buck. It's Troy Aikman. But there's also Manningcast.
Manningcast.
Oh, yes. Yes.
One of my favorites.
It's time once again for Manning Night Football.
Yes, sir. Land Clark is the referee, though. I did forget to mention that.
Okay, you know how it goes.
All right, saved him for last.
Yes, sir.
I will go first. Giants are 2-0 and tied for the division lead. They haven't looked great in getting there, but their record is what it is. The Cowboys won in Cooper Rush's first start as he played very well. I think that carries over here. I think the Cowboys win on the road to go to 2-1. Give me the Dallas Cowboys final 24-17. Say it, Jimmy.
How about them Cowboys?
Boom.
I like it. You know what's weird though about the Cowboys? They always seem to play on my birthday. I don't know what it is. Whenever there's a Cowboys game, there always is on a Cowboys game on my birthday. I don't know why. Because I remember one of the last Monday night games was the Cowboys and Bears in Dallas on my birthday on Monday Night Football.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly am surprised how many times the Cowboys play on my birthday. It's a weird thing. I don't get it. It's superstition. I don't know. But still, it's interesting. And it seems like that trend will continue. I think the Cowboys will end up getting a win. The Giants being 2-0 is a complete and utter surprise. I did not expect the Giants to play this well so far. I really didn't. I didn't think the Giants are impressing me. The Giants are seeming like Brian Dable is a good head coach. I don't think the success the Giants have will last long, but it's definitely a decent start. And Dable should be credited with turning that team around pretty quickly and getting the players to like him as a coach. So my final score is going to be Cowboys 21, Giants 17. Give me the Cowboys. And Jimmy, say it.
Oh, hold up.
How about them Cowboys?
I like
Your turn.
All righty then. Cowboys coming off of a last-second field goal by Brett the Fret Maher in their victory over Cincinnati last week. Now they're heading over to the New York Football Giants, and I still can't believe the Giants are 2-0. And as they said, tied for the lead in the division with those filthy Philadelphia Chickens. The one thing I think has really been the main factor for the Cowboys. I mean, I give props to Cooper Rush. I mean, last year he led the Cowboys to a victory over Minnesota. Mm-hmm. And, of course, he led them to a victory over the Bengals. But I think the one person that's really leading this Cowboys was last year's NFC Defensive Rookie of the Year, Mr. Micah Parsons. He got 2 sacks last week, or 2 weeks ago. 2 sacks on Joe Burrow this past week. Combined 6 sacks on Burrow, including 2 by a great young defensive end, Dorrance Armstrong for the Cowboys. I am telling you what Dan Quinn has done with that defense has just been totally amazing. On the other side, the offense, I think last week was either the 13th or the 14th straight game where Ezekiel Elliott did not rush for at least 100 yards.
Oof.
Something is seriously wrong. He is not being fed. They keep saying that they're going to use the run. They're going to use the run. They're going to use the run.
I'll believe it when I see
Where
it.
is it? Where's the run? Where's
I'll
the
believe it
run?
when I see it.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. And sorry, Michael Gallup is still out. He's still dealing with his injury, but he has been taking some full reps with the team this week in practice. So maybe Gallup could be back in the lineup. I actually see the Cowboys taking this one here. And so give me the Cowboys, give me my boys to beat those Giants 28-24. I know you've done it like 3 times in a row now, Alex, but you got to hit it again.
Say it, Jimmy.
How about them Cowboys?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
That is awesome. Never get tired of hearing that.
And that's week 3.
That's week 3. Wow.
And that is week 3. That's that, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us for our picks this week, the 4 Horsemen of Pick'ems. Fortunately, Steel Sermon could not join again. Hopefully, he gets on soon or sometime soon.
No, hopefully it will.
Hope he's doing
It's a
well.
matter of time.
He's doing well. Little house cleaning before we go. Unfortunately, there will not be a stream this week. I will not be streaming the Bills and Dolphins game. I have to work, unfortunately.
Aw.
And yeah. Oh well. That's all that. But next week, same Stone Cold time, same Stone Cold channel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bet your ass. So for Tiny Tim, representing America's team, for Luke Ass representing the Stars.
The Steelers. Well, oh my God, my terrible towel was in there. Wrong way, terrible towel. Here
Wrong
it
way.
is.
I'm A Cincinnati saying peace out, fins up, baby.
See you guys later.
See y'all next week.
Have a great week. And let's go Steelers tomorrow. Get the win, Steelers. You can do it. It's about damn time. Let's go, Steelers.
Booyah.
Namaste.
Yeah.